This week I was asked, why is Eureka Golf Swing been so successful in over 70 countries? And I was lost for answer. I really did struggle. I had to give it some serious thought. I'm going to explain to you what the answer is. A golf swing concept that's been used in over 70 countries successfully by thousands of golfers. Yet I struggle to give them the answer as to why that was the case. I created the thing. Let's dive in, discuss this a lot further. I think we have to. The concept's great, the body opens up, the path moves, it prevents, it helps stop a path from out to in, therefore a face open to a path and a slice. And I think the attraction has been that, it's not an anti-slice swing, it's just a less out to in path swing. So the reason it's been successful, in my opinion, is the relation the player has to the canes. So when the player sets himself up, and we know, so on the website, on the all access plan, there is access to everything. So we're going to crazy detail, senior series, off-season series, iron swing series, driver series, ball position, shot shaping, everything, and the swing in general. But the crux of it right now is feet alignment, shoulder alignment, club path. So we're trying to get our path to go out to the right. And the simplicity of it for me, or for players who have had online lessons with it or come to me for lessons with it, is the fact that they not trying to not do something is not going to work. If I set myself up correctly, so my club's in line with my target there, my feet are in line with the bottom cane, I then get my shoulders in line with the middle cane, and if I try and stop swinging out to in, I'll still swing out to in. Okay, if that makes sense. I'm trying to stop doing it because my mind's thinking out to in, out to in, out to in. I don't want to do that. So if I set myself up using the canes, and the relationship between the player and the cane is the important thing here. If I set myself up here, I have my relationship with my canes there. Great. I'm good. And then I'm trying to adhere to this cane. So I'm trying to match my path up with that cane. So that is one way of success. A lot of players have had so much success from that mental approach to it. Little draw. But the main success, I think, is the trick of the mind. So the relationship with the canes there for that one player was to swing along this line, and the body matches this line. Okay, great. I see it slightly differently, and I explain this when I do coaching, and this is what makes it happen. This is what makes the penny drop. If you think about avoiding something, that is much easier than actually trying to do something. So if you're trying to not do something, it's harder to do nothing than it is to do something. So if you're trying to avoid something, it's much easier than to try and actually do something. I'm not too sure that even made sense. But what I tell people, and this is the one that hits home, is swing away from the feet line. When you try and adhere to that, it's very hard. And you get people really trying to overdo it, and they try and swing to that, and they leave the face open because they're trying to swing so far into out. If you swing away from your feet line, so the opposite of the feet line, so my feet point to the left, my feet are going out here, and my club path's going out there. So if my feet are there, I'm trying to swing away from the feet line. I don't want to swing in line with target, I want to swing away from the feet line. I definitely don't want to swing down the feet line. So I'm trying to swing away from my feet line. So I set myself up here, like so. I'm good. And swinging away from the feet line. What's that going to do? It's going to allow the body, look at that, there. I'm off my right heel. My hips have opened up. You can see some left bum cheek there. My shoulders are still square to my target. Yeah, yes, I'm adhering to this cane, and that's there for point of reference and visual aspect. But I'm just trying to swing away from my feet line. I'm just trying to swing the golf club away from my feet line. So I'm there, swing away from the feet line. Away from the feet line. I'm going to grab another ball. And that new visual of swinging away from something, like away from the feet line, is so good. You set yourself up correctly to the canes, swing away from your feet line. Because on the course, there are no canes. Dress position, great. Swing away from my feet, I'm swinging away from my feet. And with that setup, I think that's why it's so easy. There's much, much more to it, a million more things to it. we talk about the takeaway, the pressures. Where does the pressure go? Where does the pressure go? Pressure on one side is different than moving weight. So moving mass and moving pressure, two different things. Completely two different things. How do I get my weight onto my pressure onto my left side? If I push off my right side, would that work? If I get to here and push off the right side to get my weight to the left? No, because all I'm doing there is I'm applying more pressure to my right side as I start down. To get my weight onto my lead side, what do? Just take the weight off. Pressure. Lighten the pressure on one side. So if you focus on lightening the pressure on one side, up the top here, and if I focus on lightening pressure on that side, I'm going to naturally move my weight. I'm going to open my hips to my feet line, which is another whole story. So the all access plan gets very in depth like that, which is great. And then you can break it down to something as simple as that, as just swinging away from your feet line, which is much easier. But I like to know the technical side of things, and a lot of players do. So that is why Eureka has been so successful in over 70 countries, is because the depth it goes into, power accumulators, pressure points, brakes, all the components are in there, as technical as you like, or you swing away from your feet line. But the Iron Swing series is a place to start, because that will let you understand the dynamics of the golf swing before you swing away from your feet line. There's a little bit more to it than just swinging away from your feet line. You need to know what these canes are doing in the first place, the distance between them, the angles of them. It also allows you to come over the top. So if I'm going back inside by that much, I can come over the top still, but still swing in to out, because I'm no longer out to in relation to my path or my target line. I just thought I'd make this video. I've started to blab far too much. You know where to go, eurekagolfswing.com. Iron Swing series is the place to start. If you buy just the Iron Swing series or the full swing bundle, that's got the driver, iron and ball position and shot shaping, that's a great starting point. And then the all access plan, it's a monthly payment, which is really, really good. It's all new content goes there. All the new stuff goes there. Thanks for listening. Thank you so much for listening. I talked a lot there, but I really appreciate it. It's just, somebody asked me that question and I was struggling for the answer, but then I realised the answer is the simplicity of it, but also the technical aspect if you want that. But once you understand the technical aspect, the simplicity side of swinging just away from your feet line changes the game. Thanks for watching. Check out the website and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.